Welcome back to day 2 of my Minecraft one chunk build challenge. I'm taking the month of December to challenge myself daily in creating builds using only one chunk in a Minecraft world. Let's expand those building skills and challenge my build style. For today's one chunk challenge, I am taking the prompt gazebo, which at first glance sounds like a pretty simple task, right? But I do want to challenge myself a bit more, and so I want this gazebo to be full of color. And I would like to steer away from the heavy overgrown that we used in yesterday's build. So I'm thinking a little less rustic and a little bit more modern by pulling in some sleeker blocks. So over here I have pulled together some blocks that both bring in the color but also bring in a little bit more of the modern vibe. I do love the idea of using prismarine in this build. I think it could look really nice, and I am thinking of raising this up quite a bit and having almost like a 2-layer gazebo. And then to add in even some more color, I'm thinking we might go a range of pink and magenta. And then we have ourselves a little bit of quartz and potentially some birchwood. Not entirely sure how all of this will go together, but it's the build palette I'm working with right now, and we'll see what turns out to be. Originally, I was thinking of going with almost like a pagoda style gazebo, but as I started building, I decided to stick with a little bit more of what I know, and so we went more of the circle vibe. It's much larger than the build we did yesterday. It kind of looks funny seeing them side by side, but I do really love how this one has turned out. I don't know what it is about round roof shapes, but I really like them, and I think this one turned out really nicely as well. And while I continue building up this build, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you would like more content like this. Okay, this is looking good. I can build modern, but we do have a couple more things to do, and that's mainly inside of here. I was thinking since we did have a starter house over there, it could be kind of cool to make this into an enchanting setup. What if we have hanging bookshelves and we could really make this an enchanting setup? So if we were to extend this one chain down the center here, we could make believe it is hanging onto that. I think it looks a little bit weird. So maybe we leave the chains for the actual bookshelves, and instead we have some type of pedestal that we make for the enchanter itself. I mean, that looks like it's on a little bit more of a pedestal, maybe. Let's put those bookshelves in. I don't remember how close down the bookshelves need to be in order for this to work. 30 enchant level, perfect. Okay, I kind of like that, what we got going on here. The next thing we need is we need a little bit of light, and I'm thinking we might do lanterns. Except now that I'm thinking about it, we want a little bit more modern, so what about maybe some end rods? If we were to put a diamond block like this all the way around, and we add in our end rods on each of the sides, end rod there, and there. That means we have light up in the rafters. My only thought here, instead of having it like sitting on a pedestal, what if we actually just had it floating there on something? Could we do something with like amethyst? Ha, I don't know, guys. Does that look really, really weird? Thinking maybe you could have like this energy between the two amethyst crystals holding up the enchanting table. And I think we are going to put a couple more amethyst crystals around here. And then we need a few more like finer details. And normally I would go and use a whole bunch of leaves and it would look amazing, but it needs something more than leaves. We're not doing more leaves. Could have a spore blossom up in the center. That could be fun. We'll call them magic particles. What does glow lichen look like on the outside of this build? Like, I think it's almost wallpaper kind of vibes it's giving off. That is kind of a cool look. Kind of wish I could put something right there, which would be this block, right? Ooh, I actually like that. I don't know if I like it from the interior, but I actually like that from the exterior. Oh, that's nice. Okay, yes, actually candles would be amazing. I think that's kind of cute. Very magical. I like it. Lastly, I just want to see if it looks good having some trapdoors hanging out here. Let's just see what this looks like from this side. Oh, 100%, we're doing trapdoors. Oh, it's so magical. I really like how that turned out. I was not sure going into it what I was going to do, but wow. Okay, there's a couple of blank spaces here on the edge that I want to do something with, but I think that just adds in a little bit more and kind of finishes off the decorations around the exterior. But I am liking this magical gazebo. And that is a wrap for day 2 of our one chunk build challenge. What did you think about my gazebo build? Let me know down in those comments, and I will see you for another one chunk challenge tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.